Hello again, and welcome to episode 2 of Creating a Life You Love miniseries on loving me, myself, and life. I'm Jody Misiak, your self-love advocate and women's empowerment coach, and I'm so excited you're here with me. Last week, we laid the foundation with self-love. Today, we're lighting the spark, rediscovering your dreams and desires. Remember when you were little and the world felt full of possibilities? Then life happened, responsibilities, expectations, maybe a few heartbreaks, and those dreams got tucked away. I get it. I spent years chasing what I thought I should want instead of what actually lit me up. But when I started asking myself honest questions, everything shifted. When you really take the time to listen to your heart, you can really see what you want and need. So let's do this together. Close your eyes if it's safe to do so, and ask yourself, what did I used to dream about before the world told me to be practical? What activities made time disappear because I was so absorbed, so in love with it? What would a perfect day look like if fear wasn't in the way? Here's the thing. Before self-love, I was a people pleaser. I didn't even know it at the time, but I was constantly saying yes to other people's dreams and what they wanted to do. My dreams just kind of got fuzzy. They were there, but they were fuzzy because I was so busy making other people happy that I forgot to look at myself and my dreams. Then, when life kind of blew up in my face and a relationship ended, as I was picking up the pieces of my life that no longer felt like mine, I decided to throw out the pieces that no longer served me. And that really began my self-love journey. And I really just started doing things that made me happy. And for a whole year, I was immersed in doing things that lit me up, that got me excited. I did kickboxing and I discovered yoga, something I never ever thought I'd do. And at the beginning, it was something to do just to relieve some of the pain I was feeling. But over time, I got really clear on who I was and who I was forgetting about. So these are all things that I buried or didn't even know about myself yet. So within that whole year of rediscovery of myself, I really connected to my wants and needs. So then when I made life choices, they were coming from my place, not somebody else's. Now, obviously, that was one moment in time. I'm still learning and growing, so I want to be real with you here. It's not a one and done kind of deal. But the moment you take time for you and listen to your heart, your wants, and your needs, you can reconnect to yourself. And day by day, little by little, you can take steps to get you to this really beautiful place of living life on your terms, doing what you love. So here's your practical tool for this episode called the Dream Discovery Exercise. So grab a pen and paper if it's safe to be writing right now, if you're not driving or working, and set a timer for 10 minutes. Write everything you desire. Big, small, wild, quiet, and no shoulds, only wants. When the timer goes off, circle the 3 that gave you the biggest butterflies of excitement, or like made your stomach feel a little sick, because it might feel nauseous, but it's excitement. Those are excitement feelings. We tend to feel them as fear, but a lot of the time they're just like, ooh, we're on the verge of something amazing. So those are the beginnings of your new beautiful dreams that you're rediscovering. So why is this so critical? Taking some time to figure out our dreams again, rediscover them or discover them at all. Because a life you love isn't random. It's designed from your true desires. Self-love gives you permission to want more, to realize that you matter, and it helps quiet down the inner critic that we all have. That voice that says, who are you to dream big? I see you. The woman listening who feels stuck in their daily grind. You're not alone. This episode is your invitation to reclaim that spark and get excited about your dreams again. So I want to ask you something. What's one tiny action you can take this week toward one circled desire? Maybe it's researching a class, booking a coffee date with your future self, or simply telling a friend about your dream. Action plus self-love equals momentum. When we know we're worthy of our dreams, or we allow space at least to daydream about them and get excited about the possibilities, that action can really ignite something fierce in us. It did for me when I realized that mountains and ocean were calling me, and I didn't know at the time what that meant. But with one tiny action, everything else really just took its own beautiful course. And I'm now living on the coast in British Columbia, Canada. So it all just started with imagining what was possible in my life. And it's playing with this, getting more comfortable with this, so you can play around. So when something really does ignite this beautiful excitement in you, you'd be like, whoa, I can't ignore this anymore. This is happening. Mine all started with a Hallmark movie where I kept watching Hallmark movies with my husband, and they're all, not all, but a lot of them are filmed in BC. And I've never been to BC before moving here, I'm going to be honest. And we're just watching them over and over, and I kept Googling later, be like, where is this filmed and where is this filmed? And they all seem to be in BC. And then one day we were watching a movie, and it just opened with this gorgeous scene of the water and just the mountains, everything amazing. And that's when I turned to my husband and said, wherever this is filmed, we're moving there. Now, honestly, I said it mostly jokingly, but I said it with so much conviction that the next thing I know, we're moving there. Turns out it was filmed just, the same area that I live in now. So it's incredible when you allow yourself to open up to possibilities, to dream, and to line those dreams up with who you are. And that starts with loving yourself so you can really connect to your values and what makes you you. I had no idea growing up that I loved the mountains. I knew I loved the water, and I knew I needed to be by it. So that was the first really turning point. But it's just being open to possibilities and allowing yourself to dream about all the wonderfulness that, you can have. It's possible for you. And it all starts with discovering your dreams again. So if this is resonating with you, please subscribe. Share this episode with a friend who needs permission to dream again. Don't forget to visit jodymisiak.com for your free self-love masterclass. It's about reclaiming your joy. It's just really perfect to help you find your dreams again and your joy. So next time on episode 3, we're getting brave. We're releasing what no longer serves you. This is going to be powerful. Until then, keep rediscovering what lights you up. You deserve it so much. This is Jody. Love yourself fiercely. Take care and have a beautiful, beautiful day. Until next week. Bye for now.